Samuel chapter 6, you read about one of David's wives. David married many wives. Those days it was sort of permitted, I presume, unlike today. In 2 Samuel chapter 6, David married Michal. Michal was the daughter of Saul. And Saul had promised, so I'll give you my daughter if you kill so many Philistines. And he thought David would be killed by the Philistines. You kill 100 Philistines, I'll give you my daughter. He thought he'll never kill 100. He wanted to get rid of David because David was a threat to his throne. But David went and killed 100 Philistines. And so Saul said, I can't give you my eldest daughter, I'm going to give her to somebody else. But Michal, one of the other daughters of Saul, said she was in love with David, this wonderful young man who had killed Goliath. And so Saul allowed her to marry David, and they were in love with each other. But they didn't remain like that. One day when David was bringing, in 2 Samuel 6, bringing the ark into Jerusalem and wanted to bring it all the way to Jerusalem, we read, as the ark was brought to Jerusalem, you read later on that in verse 16, 2 Samuel 6:16, as the ark of the Lord came into the city of David, Michal, who was the daughter of Saul, looked out of the window and she saw David dancing there before the Lord. And she was disturbed. Oh, my husband is dancing there. And so when she says she despised him in 2 Samuel 6 and verse 16. And it says here that when David finished offering the burnt offering and came back to the house, Michal began to speak rudely to him in verse 20. Oh, how you uncovered yourself. He didn't really uncover himself. He was just dancing. What she meant was, you made yourself cheap. You're a king. And you made yourself just like one of the ordinary people. David was a man who says, I'm just one of God's people. He didn't exalt himself as king. But Michal didn't like that. I'm the queen, and how can you behave like that before these ordinary people? You must have some dignity. And David said, I will be humble in my own eyes, verse 22. And the others don't despise me like you do. And what happened? God punished Michal, 2 Samuel 6:23, that she did not have any children till she died. That's a bad wife who despises her husband, not for something evil that he did, because he took a lowly place to be one like the other people. Sometimes a wife wants her husband to be esteemed and equal to the big shots in the world. And when he is a godly person who humbles himself and becomes like one of the ordinary brothers in the church and seeks to esteem everybody as more important than himself, sometimes a wife can be disturbed by that. You see, that's below your dignity to serve these lowly people. Sad, don't be a wife like that.